Okay, hello everyone. So I shared with you the poem I did on Sunday already, and I kind of there was a lot of more which I also presented in the Sangha as well, and I wanted us to present it to you as well. And I didn't want to do this alone, of course, so I also asked my friend Dina to help me here as well. And Dina, if you could just introduce yourself, please.
Yes, I'm Dina. I am Hanno's student already for a few months in the Palouse meditation course, and it was my honor to translate the peace meditation so that it can be in two languages, in English and Hebrew, and I translated into Hebrew.
Great stuff. Okay. So now I invite you to maybe follow me in this meditation, or just a recording. If maybe meditating isn't your thing, you can just kind of sit and maybe listen to it. But the invitation is there to maybe find a comfortable seat, to just place your feet onto the ground, and just really kind of allow the awareness just to be in the body. Maybe feeling in how the feet are connected to the floor. Seeing if there are any sensations present. And then slowly allowing this awareness to travel with upwards, lower legs, knees, upper legs, seat. Getting a sense of groundedness. And along the spine, maybe to be upright. Placing the hands somewhere where they're comfortable. Allowing the shoulders to be relaxed. The head maybe slightly tilted forward. And trying in this now to see and feel how the body feels whilst we have this shared meditation here. So I've had a look about what peace really means. What is peace actually? And to start with, I've made this collection of peace in different languages, which I'm now trying to read out to you. It's an alphabetic order. In Arabic, it's Salam. In Bengali, Shanti. Chinese, Hei Ping. In Danish, Fred. Dutch, Frede. Filipino, Kappa, Japan. Finnish, Rauha. French, Pei. German, Friede. Greek, Arini. Hebrew, Shalom. Hindi, Shanti. Hungarian, Beke. Indonesian, Pelamayan. Italian, Pace. Japanese, Haiwa. Korean, Pyonghwa. Malay, Kiamanan. Norwegian, Fred. Polish, Pokosh. Portuguese, Paz. Russian, Mir. Spanish, Paz. Swedish, Fred. Tibetan, Chibde. Thai, Santifa. Turkish, Barish. Vietnamese, Wabin. Again, just checking how the body resonates with these same words in different languages. And a little bit of research about where the German word Frieden, where it comes from. It comes from the Proto-Germanic root Fribus. And Fribus has got 6 different meanings, and they are love, friendship, peace, tranquility, sanctuary, and refuge. And Dina?
So I'll read that part, say that part in Hebrew. המילה שלום בגרמנית זה פרידן. שורש המילה פריבוס. ישנם הרבה משמעויות לשורש זו. אהבה, אחווה או חברותיות, שלום, רוגע, מנוס, מקלט או מחסה.
And then I had a look around, basically seeing what maybe famous writers wrote about peace. And in school in Germany, we did read a lot of Goethe. And he made this kind of four statements here about peace, which I found quite beautiful. These are: peace cannot be kept by force; it can only be achieved by understanding. He is happiest, be he king or peasant, finds peace in his home. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means.
I hope it's okay I add before the translation, there's a famous Hebrew saying that we are all one connected human tissue. Kulanu rikma enushit achat. Yeah, it's in one of the famous hospitals in Israel. They have it as a big display. And now I want to translate your phrases. יש מספר ביטויים על השלום. שלום אינו ניתן לשמור בכוח. ניתן להשיגו רק דרך הבנה משותפת. אדם הכי מאושר, בין אם הוא מלך או איש אדמה, הוא מי שיש שלום בביתו. אם אין שלום, זאת מפני ששכחנו שאנחנו כולנו שייכים אחד לשני. שלום אינו ניתן לשמור בכוח, ניתן להשיגו רק דרך הבנה משותפת, וזה נאם אלברט איינשטיין.
And then I prepared like a little bit of research. What is actually peace? And first I come with this kind of quite organizational kind of structure of peace. To start with, maybe a quote by Albert Einstein: peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. So peace is a complex, multifaceted concept. It can be defined as the absence of violence or conflict, but it's more than just that. Peace also includes the presence of justice, equality, and human rights. It is a state of harmony and cooperation between individuals, groups, and governments. Peace is important because it allows people to live in safety and security. It also creates conditions for human development and well-being. Peace is essential for economic prosperity, social justice, and environmental protection.
I will read the Hebrew of that. שלום הינו מושג מורכב ורב תחומי. ניתן להגדירו כהיעדר מאבק באלימות. אבל אנו יודעים ששלום זה הרבה יותר מזה. שלום כולל בו נוכחות והימצאות של צדק, שוויון וזכויות אדם. זה מצב ומציאות של אחדות והרמוניה, ושיתוף פעולה בין אדם לאחר, בין קבוצה לקבוצה ובין מדינה למדינה. שלום הכרחי, כי בלעדיו אין לחיות בביטחון. רק עם שלום קיימת בטיחות. זה גם יוצר את התנאים הכרוכים בהתפתחות הילד, והוא מאפשר חיי עושר ורווחה. שלום חיוני לשגשוג כלכלי וצדק חברתי.
There are many different types of peace, including negative peace, the absence of violence or conflict; positive peace, the presence of justice, equality, and human rights; inner peace, a state of mental or emotional tranquility; social peace, a state of harmony and cooperation within a society; world peace, the absence of war or conflict between nations. Yet there are also many challenges to peace, including poverty and inequality are major causes of conflict. When people are struggling to meet their basic needs, they're more likely to resort to violence. Discrimination and prejudice can lead to conflict and division within societies. Greed and corruption can lead to the exploitation of resources and people which can create conflict. Environmental degradation can lead to conflict over resources and land. War and violence can create a cycle of violence and trauma that's difficult to break. There is no easy answer to the question of how to achieve peace. However, there are a number of things that can be done to promote peace, including education. Education can help people to understand and appreciate different cultures and perspectives. It can also teach people how to resolve conflict peacefully. Economic development. Economic development can help to reduce poverty and inequality, which are both major causes of conflict. Good governance. Good governance is essential for promoting justice, equality, and human rights. It also helps to create a stable and predictable environment in which people can thrive. Respect for human rights. Respect for human rights is essential for building a peaceful society. It means that all people should be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of their race, religion, gender, or any other factor. Non-violent conflict resolution. Non-violent conflict resolution is a way of resolving conflict without using violence. It involves methods such as dialogue, mediation, and negotiation. Peace is a complex and challenging goal, but it is one that is worth striving for. Peace is essential for human development and well-being. It is also essential for economic prosperity, social justice, and environmental protection. We must understand each other's cultures, perspectives, and needs. We must also understand the root causes of conflict and how to address them. Peace is not always easy to achieve, but it is possible. By working together, we can create a more peaceful world for all.
Trying not to cry. שלום הינו יעד מורכב ומאתגר, אבל יעד ששווה לשאוף אליו. אנו חייבים להבין את השורשים של מאבק וקונפליקט, וללמוד איך להתייחס אליהם. לא תמיד קל להגשים חלומות של שלום, אבל זה אפשרי. אם נפעל יחד, נצליח ליצור עולם של שלום, אם נעז לחלום. That was all I did for the conclusion.
And now I've taken an abstract from the One Book of Peace by Geshe Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. I've been trained by Tulku Lobsang Rinpoche, and in his kind of lineage I teach as well. And it goes like this: peace is not simply the absence of war or violence. It is a state of being in which we are free from all forms of suffering. It is a state of harmony and balance, both within ourselves and in the world around us. The Bon tradition teaches that peace is not something that can be achieved through external means alone. It must first be cultivated within ourselves. When we have inner peace, we are less likely to engage in conflict with others. We are also more likely to be compassionate and understanding towards others. There are many ways to cultivate inner peace. One way is through meditation. Meditation helps us to calm the mind and to become more aware of our thoughts and feelings. Once we are more aware of our thoughts and feelings, we can begin to let go of negative emotions such as anger, hatred, and jealousy. Another way to cultivate inner peace is through compassion. Compassion is a feeling of love and concern for others. When we are compassionate, we are less likely to judge and criticize others. We are also more likely to help others in need. When we have inner peace and compassion, we are better equipped to promote peace in the world around us. We can do this through our words and actions, as well as through our prayers and meditations. We can also work to promote peace by supporting organizations that are working to build a more peaceful world. As we gather here today in the Sangha, let us commit ourselves to cultivating inner peace and compassion. May our efforts help to bring peace to the world.
Amen. I didn't translate that part,
Okay.
and I think next you had a poem in French,
Yeah,
and it was so beautiful. If you want, I would say please read it in French, and then English, and then I'll read it in Hebrew.
okay. I almost kind of I didn't want to read the French because my pronunciation isn't that great, but I can bring it back in again quickly.
I wish I knew how to read it. I think you read it beautifully.
Here it is again. Okay. Okay, this little poem about peace. Let's do it first in French, then in English, and then in Hebrew. La paix. La paix, c'est un oiseau blanc qui vole dans le ciel bleu. La paix et le ciel bleu. C'est un enfant qui sourit. C'est une maman, ma maman, qui aime. La paix, c'est un chant des fleurs qui s'envolait dans les airs. C'est une rivière qui coule. C'est un arbre qui grandit. La paix, c'est un ami qui nous tend la main. C'est un sourire qui nous réchauffe le cœur. C'est un monde sans guerre. Toute la vie est en paix ensemble. La paix, c'est un rêve, une lumière dans ton cœur. Mais c'est aussi une intention. C'est quelque chose que nous pouvons tout construire ensemble. Peace. Peace is a white bird flying in the blue sky. Peace is a blue sky. It's a smiling child. It's a mum, my mum, who loves. Peace is a field of flowers which flies through the air. It's a river that flows. It's a tree that grows. Peace is a friend who reaches out to us. It's a smile that warms our hearts. It's a world without war. All life is at peace together. Peace is a dream, a light in your heart, but it's also an intention. It's something we can all build together.
I want to acknowledge that someone else you reached out to had translated this part. There's a famous Jewish quote that someone who gives credit to the original person, who gives credit to the original person who said something, brings redemption to the world. I want to acknowledge your friend, whoever that is who translated it. I just did a little bit of editing. שיר השלום, שלום הוא ציפור לבנה עפה בשמיים הכחולים. שלום הוא השמיים הכחולים. זה ילד מחייך, זו אמא, אמא שלי שאוהבת. שלום הוא שדה של פרחים, שעפים באוויר. זה נהר שזורם, זה עץ שצומח. שלום הוא חבר שמושיט אלינו יד. זה חיוך שמחמם לנו את הלב. זה עולם ללא מלחמה. זה כל אנוש ובעלי חיים ביחד בשלווה. שלום הוא חלום, אור בליבך, וזו גם כוונה. זו משהו שכולנו יכולים לבנות יחד.
And now to conclude with a peace prayer. Maybe if you listen to this, you can repeat after me, or just kind of see how the words fall onto you as well. Peace prayer. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. May all beings be safe and protected. May all beings be healthy and well. May all beings live in peace and harmony. May the causes of conflict and violence be dispelled. May the seeds of compassion and understanding be sown. May all beings work together to create a more peaceful world.
I'll read it in Hebrew now. יהי רצון שיהיו כל בני אדם מאושרים וללא סבל ומצוקה, שיהיו כל בני אדם בטוחים ומוגנים מכל רע, שיהיו כל בני אדם בריאים ומלאים אנרגיה, שיהיו כל בני אדם חיים בשלום ובהרמוניה, שגורם של כל אלימות או קונפליקט יימחק ויתעלם מהעולם, שיזרעו גרעיני חמלה והבנה לזולת, שכל בני אדם יפעלו ביחד ליצור עולם מלא שלום.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you so much, Tina, for being part of this. And let's hope for peace. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.